You guys will be a little shocked when you see this, but hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am back with another project pan update, and today is the 11th update, which means next month is going to be my 1-year anniversary of officially project panning, and I cannot believe that it's almost been a year. I have all of my notes and my stats ready for you guys, and if you guys have any questions for me that you would like me to answer in next month's update, just leave them down below. It can be questions like what was the easiest thing to pan, what was the hardest, what did I learn from project panning. I sort of just want to wrap up on the past year. I'm still going to continue project panning. I just want to wrap up on the past year and sort of reflect on everything. So leave your questions down below if you have any. But today let's focus on the past month, and I think the past month was pretty good. I did do a lot of panning on some products. We have some new pans, we have some new products, and we have a lot of progress as well. Also, today's video is going to be in a tutorial style, so I'm going to be showing you how I apply all of my products on my face. The last time I did this was in my 4th update, I think, so a while ago, and a lot of products that I used back then have actually been rotated out, and it's really cool to see. So I thought we would do something different this time. Instead of me just sitting here and just showing you the product, I thought I would just show you it in a tutorial style, and I know some of you guys want to see that too. And one more thing, a little spoiler, if you guys stay to the end of the video, there is a little giveaway in today's video, so stay tuned for that. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into my update. Alright, so to get started with the tutorial, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop Luxe Lip Oil. I have mine in the shade Hot Shot, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lips. I mainly use this as literally a lip oil just for hydration. I don't really use this as a lip color, so every time when I start my makeup, I always apply this, or I'll take this on the go with me. I'll put it in my handbag, sort of as like a liquid lip balm. As for the progress, honestly, I can't really see through the packaging, so I'm not going to do a marking this month. Hopefully next month we can, because as you can see from the packaging, all of the writing is slowly rubbing off, which means I have been using it a lot. So hopefully next month, but this month I really can't see too much inside, so no marking this month. So I randomly lost my black Sharpie, so I'll need to go out and buy a new one. So I'm going to be marking it with this gold one today. So today's 11th project pan update is going to be marked with a gold marker. So the first marking, let's go in with my Hemish Glow Base. I can see through the packaging that I am about around here, and I think that is pretty good progress. I think I made a decent amount. I have been using this guy a lot, and I just like to take a little strip along my finger here, about that much, like every day, and I'll rub it in and go in with this, kind of like a moisturizer. I've been wearing my Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer a lot recently, and I love that with this primer. It looks so good, but I've just been loving like a glowy base these days. And my next primer is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I have used a lot. I think the before and after from last month and this month is going to be quite drastic. I literally just like to take the back of my nail and just dig it in like that. I know that might be a little unhygienic, but I did wash my hands earlier and I'm the only one using this. I used to use the putty brush, but I kind of got over that. I just want to use as less brushes as I can. It's a good brush, but yeah, I'm just too lazy. I'm just using my fingers. But we're just gonna blend that in, and I like to do like 5 dots, so like on my cheeks where my pores are, on my nose, and on my chin. And the combo of these two primers, I'm obsessed. Now for foundation, we just have a little marking to do. It's not too drastic, but my previous marking kind of rubbed off, so I had to use a washi tape. So I don't know how I'm gonna really track this. I think I'll use nail polish. I think a lot of you guys said nail polish is the way to go, but the progress is quite small than I was anticipating. But then I kind of know that I wasn't using this foundation as much just because it's quite dark on me and the undertone is very yellow. So I'll show you what I've been doing. So I'll take a half a pump on the back of my hand, and I'll actually take the Perudo BB cream in the shade Natural Beige. This is not in my project pan, but this shade is very, I would say, neutral. It almost looks gray. So I like to do a little mixture like that. And then I'll just take my spatula and mix it in. This just kind of, I feel like, neutralizes the yellow undertone a little bit. So this is what I have now. Yeah, I don't really know if that makes such a difference, but I'm just gonna apply that to my face. My concealer, the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, I can't really do a marking on this either just because I can't see through the packaging, but I actually have been using this one quite a lot. Considering that I don't really love this concealer, I have been using it quite often, but I don't use that much. I feel like this is already a lot, like you don't need a lot with this concealer, and I like to do one eye at a time, and I mainly only use this concealer underneath my eyes just because the shade is a little light to really put this anywhere else, but it is really brightening, as you guys can tell. I feel like on e.l.f. on the website, the shades are really not realistic compared to the photos that they show on their site. Like, I recently ordered their CC cream and also another concealer, and they're like both way too light for me, but on the photos they look like they would match. But yeah, I don't know, I'll just have to figure it out with that. Now we're moving into my powders, and wow, okay, the first marking was here. I'm just going to remark it since it's faded, and then I use my washi tape, and now I'm gonna do my third marking. I'm just trying to even out the powder, but I feel like we're sort of around here, maybe like more than halfway through the product. I like to pour some in the cap, and then I'll just take my sponge, dunk it in like that. I'll actually tap off the excess on the back of my hand, and then I'll take it onto my cheek area first here, dab that in, and then take what's remaining underneath my eyes. And the reason why I do this is because I need my cheek area to be set, so that way my bronzer can go on evenly. I realize that if I don't set this area properly, my bronzer can look patchy. And then I don't want too much powder underneath my eyes, so that's where I dab it last. So it just ever so slightly sets the concealer in. And then I'll just take some to the rest of my face as well, just to set everything in. And then we have my Bite Beauty Change Makeup Powder. I feel like the pan is just getting bigger and bigger, and I'm here for it. So what I like to do, I like to take my brush, actually not where the pan is, I like to take it at this bottom part here, just so I can really even out the pan and get an even amount on my brush. But I'm just applying this to the outer rim of my face, just kind of to like reinforce the setting, you know? I feel like I did hit pan on this powder like extremely quickly though. Like, I don't think I even had this for a year yet and I already hit pan on this. Alright, now onto my setting mist. I'm just gonna reinforce my markings from last month because it kind of did rub off. But let's calculate this month. I would say we're about here. I've been using this one a lot. I mean, obviously I've been using everything a lot. I'm trying to like work through everything, so of course I'm trying to use everything. I feel like this past month you can probably see the gap is a little bit bigger from last month, and I just been loving a setting mist these days. I don't know what about it, it's just really refreshing. And also my nose around here has been a little dry, so the skin has peeled a little bit. So what I like to do to get rid of that while I'm filming, I will just like drench my sponge with this spray and press in on my nose to get rid of all of the dry skin, and that kind of helps. So I think that's why I've like used a little bit more, but we're just gonna spray my face today. And next we're gonna work on the brows. I have so many products here. We're gonna quickly just go through everything because it takes me forever to draw on my brows. So first up we have the Winky Lux Unibrow Brow Pencil. And I don't think there's gonna be that much progress on this one because, as you guys know, if you've been keeping along, these triangle brow pencils just are never ending. So yeah, we're still going strong with this, but I like to use this first just to get the general shape of my brows. Then we have the Jason Wu Brows Before Boys eyebrow powder, and as you can see, I did hit pan on that middle shade there. I was kind of expecting this, but I was still really excited when I saw the pan. You guys might have noticed that I did dye my hair back to black, so I have been using the darker shade a little bit, but I still think even with my black hair, the darker shade is still a little bit too harsh in my opinion, so I'm still using that middle shade, but I just like to go in with this brow powder just to sort of fill in my brows and really complete the shape. And then for my brow pencil, I finished up the M Cosmetics one. This one is such a great eyebrow pencil. I'm so sad it's gone, but I did use it up in the past month. So in replacement of that, I'm using the Jason Wu eyebrow pencil. This shade is pretty dark and I feel like it matches my darker hair color now. It's not my favorite, but I definitely do want to use it up. And I just like to use the brow pencil just to sort of define my brows a little bit more and make them a little bit more precise. And lastly, just going in with my M Cosmetics brow cream. This is still holding up. I do feel like the formulation is getting a little bit drier, but I personally don't mind that. I still think we still have a lot of time with this brow cream. But yeah, this one is slowly getting a little bit dry. So I just zoomed you guys in a little bit. We're going to move on to the eyes now. So going in with my eye primer, the Kaleidos Tone Activator Eye Primer. It is so flat, as you can see from the side. When I have to squeeze out product, like I literally gotta squeeze something out, you know? There's not that much left in here. I just like to take a little bit on the back of my hand. I'll just use my ring finger and like dab some of the product out. So that way there's only just a little bit on my eyes because I don't want it to feel like too thick or anything. So for my eyeshadow palette, I'm using the 3CE Overtake palette, and I have used this palette actually a fair amount this month, but I don't think the pans would look any different. Maybe just a little bit, but I think generally it will still look the same. I've been focusing a lot on this shadow here and this shadow up here. These two are the next shadows that I'm like determined to hit pan on. So we're just gonna quickly go ahead and speed through the eye look. So this is pretty much my go-to eye look using this palette, but now I want to use some other products that I need to give you some updates on. So the first one being is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Honeydew. I actually have been using this one a lot. I think in almost every single eye look, whether it's natural or glam, I have been using this in my bottom waterline. I will be applying false lashes today, but I do have a new mascara that we're going to be adding into the plan. So update on my previous mascara, the Hemish Smudge Stop Mascara, my favorite. I just can't let this go, but it is at its end. I think honestly, like I know I say this every month, but I think definitely this month, this will be the last month I'm using it because it is like really, really dried out, but I still love it. I love it for my lower lashes, but the new mascara that I've been using in conjunction with the Hemish one is the Winky Lux So Extra Mascara. This one is okay. I just really want to finish it. I've had this for so long, but it's still very, very wet. I have to scrape off so much product, and I really only like this on my top lashes. So what I've been doing is using this on my top lashes and then the Hemish one on my bottom. And then to complete the eye look, I'm popping on my false lashes. I am wearing Muse from Petite Cosmetics. Alright, so moving back onto the face, I have my Kaleidos Charisma Contour Palette, and you guys will be a little shocked when you see this, but where did it go? You know, like there's literally nothing left of this. So we're just gonna go in with the bronzer. I just like to swirl in my brush trying to get what I can. And then for my blush, we have the ColourPop Pressed Powder Blush in the shade Coast to Coast. Honestly, I did use this a little bit in the past month, but not as much as I would have liked. I'm probably gonna take this out next month when we do our 1 year update. Can you believe that next month is going to be our 1 year update, guys? I can't believe it. I can't believe I've been doing 1 year of Project Pan. I mean, like I said, I've always done Project Pan, but like actually keeping track, just 1 year. I literally remember the first day I filmed this. And then we have my highlighter, Fuego from Dose of Colors. I think the pan has gotten a little bit bigger. It's just hard for me to remember, but I have been using it like I have been using everything else. I don't know why I keep saying, yeah, I've been using it like, duh, Judy. Of course you have. This is your Project Pan. So now onto the final product, my ColourPop Just a Tint Lip Crayon in the shade Rise and Shine. Last month I told you that I'm gonna start digging into the bullet, and I have. And I think, oh my gosh, I think I see the bottom. Is it? No, that's not the bottom. Okay, no, I haven't seen the bottom. I'm scraping in, I'll show you guys a close-up, but I've been just using this little spatula to scrape the product out, and there's a lot of product in there. Like, there is a lot, and I'm still going strong. I can't see the bottom yet, so I don't think even in the next coming month I'll be able to finish this. I'm actually surprised that I can't see the bottom because I've been using Rise and Shine a lot. Alright you guys, so this is the final result. This is my Project Pan face. This is a look that I wear so often and something that I'm very comfortable in. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and just seeing how I use my products that are in my plan. But like I mentioned in the start of the video, that there is a little giveaway in today's video. So I'm partnering up with Olens to give you this giveaway. Olens is a contact lens company, and it's the contacts that I wear the most often, and it's also the lens that Blackpink wears a lot as well, and currently they are the ambassadors. They are the face of Olens, and the four girls have their own lens that they are promoting. And I'm actually wearing Scandi Olive today, which is one of my favorite green lenses ever, if not probably my favorite green lens. It's so natural looking, but this is the lens that Rose wears. We have the Spanish Circle Gray, which is the lens that Lisa wears, and then Vivi Ring Brown is what Jisoo wears, and then lastly Scandi Gray is what Jennie wears. So these are the four lenses that Blackpink are currently promoting and wearing, and I absolutely love Olens, so it's very exciting that they reached out to me to do a little giveaway for you guys. So there is going to be 3 winners, and each winner will receive 1 box of a daily lens from the Blackpink range. It will be randomly selected which style you get by Olens, but there is going to be 3 winners, and if you do have different eye powers, Olens will send you 2 boxes to match your 2 different eye powers, which is so amazing of them. But yes, 3 winners. So the rules are going to be really simple. If you have entered any of my other giveaways, it's going to be exactly like that. So all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, of course. Give this video a like, and also follow Olens and I on Instagram. I'm going to leave our handles here, and I'm also going to leave it down below in the description as well. And then lastly, all you need to do is just comment down below. You can comment anything you like. It can do with the lenses, it can do with the Project Pan, but make sure you leave your Instagram handle with your comment as well, because that's how we'll be selecting the winners. Would choose a random comment, and then I will DM you through Instagram if you are one of the winners. So I'm going to leave extra info down below. I think I'm going to leave this giveaway open for about a week, and there are some countries that Olens currently can't ship to, so sadly these countries will be excluded, which I'll leave in my description box with all of the other details that you would need to know. But that is going to be the little giveaway for today's video. I hope you guys will enter, and good luck if you are. I seriously love these lenses. If I'm wearing any lens, like 90% of the time it is from Olens. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching as always. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!